Hello, welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, to another episode. And today we will be talking about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Now, she made public that she's calling it a season, and well, what a season she's had. The 2022 track and field season was, in my opinion, one of her best seasons, at least in recent memory. And we will be talking about that and more in today's episode. All right. First and foremost, thank you so very much for being a part of the Halftime TV family. As soon as you hop on, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Big shout out to my sponsors as well. RS Sports Store for all your latest sporting clothing and apparel. Speaking of RS Sports Store, for the English Premier League fans, what a day we had in the English Premier League. I think the referees, they've outdone themselves this time around. A number of really bad calls, extremely disappointed in how the referees are getting worse week in, week out. But we're not here to talk about that. But as I said, RS Sports Store, all your latest sporting clothing and apparel, check out RS Sports Store. So whether it's Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, whatever team you support, Leon Bailey, the reggae boy over there at Aston Villa, you can go and get his Aston Villa jersey as well. Because we support our own. All right, so yeah, RS Sports Store has you covered if you're interested. The contact information for Halftime TV is in the description below. Also, if you're interested in business inquiries as well, for promos, the contact information is in the description. All right. Quick link shipping for all your latest shipping, all your shipping needs. Sorry, telephone numbers 876-454-1979, and that's for quick link shipping. So anything you need whatsoever shipped into Jamaica, they have you covered. We know it's back to school. You're shipping in your school bags. You're shipping in your school shoes, those computers, laptops, whatever. You name it, quick link shipping has you covered. All right. So again, I'll have the link to quick link shipping in the description, and you can follow them on Instagram at QLS or quick link shipping as well. All right. So quick link shipping, RS Sports Store sponsors with Halftime TV since we only had 15 subscribers, and now we're just under 12,000. I know with your help we will be at 12,000 in the blink of an eye. All right, so let's keep the energy going, folks. Again, we're here to talk about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and don't be afraid to hop in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are on this season. She's had a big season, especially over 100 meters. I think the 200 meters she did okay in my opinion, but in the 100 meters, what a season she's had. And I'll go through some of the races that she's had. And again, she lost only one race this season. All right, over 100 meters, only one, and that one was the last one where she clocked 10.74 in Brussels. Over 100 meters this season, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce only fell behind once, and that was to Shericka Jackson. All right, so we saw what happened in Brussels a couple of days ago, where Shericka Jackson, well, not even a couple of days ago, it was yesterday. Whoa, I'm losing track of the time. Have so much things doing. Big up Tuffy, big up yourself, big up Ferdinand as well over there in South Africa. Big up Ferdinand Van Zyl, always supporting Halftime TV. All right, but as I said, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she has only lost one race this season. I think I can't even say has only lost. She lost only one race this season, considering her season is now complete. That race was against Shericka Jackson yesterday. All right, so big congratulations to Shericka Jackson. I think the times that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce clocked this season, and I have it in the poll there. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'll leave it there because I want to hear your opinion on that one. All right, so not only the fastest mom, but one of the fastest women we probably will ever see. 100 meters this season, all right? So 10.67 in Nairobi, 10.67 in Paris, national trials 10.70. Eugene, and remember, she didn't go through with all the races at national trials, all right? So Eugene, 10.67, all right? Silisa, 10.66. Hungary, 10.67. Monaco, 10.62. Brussels, 10.74. So she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, roughly. Yeah, it's it's all there, and we go through those races and we say, okay, well, what a season she's had. What a season she's had. And I'm putting the question out there to you, the viewers, as well. What are your thoughts? Shelly-Ann didn't see Sharika and she slowed down to be safe. Colleen Daly. Good evening, Colleen. Good evening to you, Colleen. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, I should say. Welcome back, as Colleen is a regular. But again, we saw her yesterday. We saw her yesterday. Close second, 10.74. Sharika Jackson won it with 10.73. Big race, and we know Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce isn't accustomed to being behind. And I think going into that race, we had Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce winning that one, and then of the chasing pack, I think someone said it would be a blanket finish between Talou and Sharika and the rest, Shakara Richardson and Alia Hobbs, all those individuals. It was projected or expected to be a blanket finish, but what most people agreed on was Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce would have won that one. It was not to be. She lost her first race this season, and she decided to call it a season. And even before this one, she's well, first 100-meter race. Let me say that. All right, so it's one of those. It's one of those. Yep. Oh, so 100 series. All right, so all 6 of Fraser-Pryce's 100-meter finals this year have been won in sub 10.70 times. If she continues the trend, she will break the meeting record of 10.72 she has held since 2013. This was what Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's page posted yesterday before the race, or 2 days ago. She had an amazing season. The selfish side of me wish she was running in the Diamond League finals. We definitely don't want an American to win the guarantee for entry in the world. Oh. I don't think an American will win. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But what a season Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has had. And I'll give you guys the opportunity. What I'll do, I'll share the link to this live stream, because I think most times I'm here, I'm talking, and then there are folks in the comment section who want to share their views as well. Sometimes it's me and Jassy, sometimes it's just me. But I'll give you the opportunity. If you want to share your views, you can click the link and hop on and let me know what are your thoughts on Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's season. But big season. And I want to hear as well, what is your favorite race this season from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce? I think a number of races that we went into, they were a bit anticlimactic. I think I think it was Nairobi. Yeah, I think it was Nairobi where she clocked 10.67. It was supposed to be Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce up against Christine Mboma. over 100 meters. Mboma, she fell just about 50 meters in or 60 meters in. She didn't finish that race. And again, anticlimactic in Lausanne, where it was supposed to be Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce up against Elaine, against Sharika. Big race. That one was expected to be huge. And in addition to that, we were saying, okay, this one will possibly be. Hopefully Sharika runs and either Sharika or Talou wins. All right. Yeah, I actually was banking on Talou, to be honest with you. But again, Sharika will be there or thereabout. Definitely World Championship. Good evening, Venice Phillips. Welcome to Halftime TV. Oh, and for those who weren't aware, I don't think I did a video on this one, but we won't have any indoor championship next year. All right. I think it was supposed to be held in Japan or somewhere in Asia. I think it was Japan, but because of the pandemic and the restrictions, they decided to put it off. All right. So again, I think the bidding process as well for 2026 it has already kicked off as well. So no World Indoor next year. All right. I think it was supposed to be between March thereabout. It was the slated date or the slated time frame for it to happen, but we won't have it anymore. All right. So just for informational purpose. All right. So good evening, Venice. Good evening. Good evening. Definitely. Good evening, everyone. If you're just joining, remember smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so as we continue our journey to 12,000 subscribers. All right. So let's get over that milestone together. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and the season she's had, let me know what races you remembered most, or what are the takeaways that you pulled from this season. As I said, 10.67 in Nairobi. That one was what was hyped up as Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce versus Christine Mboma. And we know Christine Mboma is the Namibian teenager who has been pulling out a number of stops. She's been putting on some impressive times, especially over 200 meters. I think over 100 meters, she hasn't been as immense, but nonetheless, she's a top sprinter. A couple of days later, she was in Paris, and it was rockets in Paris. I think in Paris, it was herself and Tal Lu who were the top names there. 10.67 again, as she replicated the time she pulled off in Nairobi. Then she came to the Jamaican national trials. She didn't go all the way through, but 10.70, she secured that one. In Eugene, we had 10.67, and in Eugene, this is the World Championship, folks. This is the time she won within Eugene, 10.67 seconds ahead of Sherika Jackson and Elaine Thompson here. All right. We have Seliza. Shelly is consistent. Yeah, and I think a lot of younger athletes, they can definitely learn from this. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Jacqueline Martin, as an awesome personality. She has made us Jamaicans proud to the T. I agree. And if there's anything you're guaranteed when it comes down to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, it is consistency. And these times that I'm quoting right now, they are a reflection of that consistency that we've been speaking of. They're a reflection of that dedication and that never say die attitude. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has raised the bar and she's kept it there. And I think, again, sometimes we talk about world-class athletes in comparison to world-class performances. And these are the type of stuff we're talking about. We're talking about world-class athletes. It has to be consistent, right? So you may have a world-class performance where you come up and you have a big run, and then, for example, you run 10.90, and all of a sudden folks are saying, oh, you're a world-class athlete, and then for the next 6, 7, 8 meets, you don't get below 11 seconds. That's not world-class. That's not world-class. World-class is this right here, and they're few and far between. World-class is this right here. Every time Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce took the track this season, we got a sub 11 seconds run, especially in I am hoping Sherika push through and win the final, and not a repeat from last week. Talu is a contender, and perhaps Hobbs. Yep. So again, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and these are the times she's registered this season in Brussels, which we saw yesterday, 10.74, and that was actually the slowest 100-meter race she's had. A good example is Knighton, although he's young and upcoming. True. All right, in Monaco, 10.62, and that 10.62 was the fastest 100-meter race she had this season. Her personal best, remember, 10.60, and again, we were expecting her to break that 10.60 barrier, and I think it's because we're spoiled. Let me put it quite frank. I think we're spoiled. We're spoiled. We've grown to expect this level of consistency, and with this level of consistency comes additional pressure, especially from the fans, and additional expectations. So because we're used to sub 11 seconds 100-meter runs, we want to see something out of the blue, because Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce running sub 10.70 seconds is almost like the sun rising every morning and setting every evening. It is routine. We've grown accustomed to that, right? Not realizing that it's not a given. Not realizing that it's not a given. But 10.74 in Brussels. In Monaco, we had 10.62. Hungary, 10.67. Silesia, 10.66. Eugene, 10.67. So she ran 10.67 4 times this season. In Nairobi, in Paris, in Eugene, and in Hungary, 10.67 times 3. Right? She had 10.66 in Silesia, and in Monaco, she had 10.62. Jamaican national trials, she had 10.70, and in Brussels, 10.74. So her last race of the season was the only race this season that she lost, and it was also the slowest 100-meter race that she had all season. And again, we don't want to use excuses here, because you know how it is. Like we don't tolerate and we don't listen to excuses. But the race before this one, the one in Lausanne, where she actually pulled out because of an injury scare, it may very well be a contributor to what we saw here. And that's not me saying that is the reason. I'm just saying there is a possibility. There is a possibility, because the slowest race that she had this season coincidentally came after she pulled out of one of the biggest 100-meter races in the Diamond League because of an injury scare. All right. So again, that's my way of looking at it. And this is not me making excuses. I'm just saying there is a possibility that may very well be the reason. Okay. Big up yourself, Boston girl, Marianne Parrish. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Oh my Marianne, happy Saturday. I hope you already made your soup. Hope you already made your soup this evening, Marianne. My favorite race was the Worlds because of pressure and the caliber of competitors in the final. Nice, nice. Shelly's my queen. No excuse, Venice. All right, it's the truth. As I said, Venice, we'll never know, because I don't think we'll never know. Her team will never come out and say that is the reason. I think they'll do the graceful thing and say, okay, congratulations, Sherika Jackson, on a magnificent run. That sort of thing, sportsman-like or sportswoman-like. But I think that's the route that they'll take. And again, as fans, as spectators, we will speculate and we'll say probably this is the reason, or this may be a contributing factor in what transpired on the day. But as it relates to having the hard facts and having something conclusive, I don't think we will ever get to that. We can only say the fruits for dinner. All right, nice. Fruits are always good. Can't go wrong with the fruits, Marianne Parrish. But Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, and I want to hear what you guys have to say as well. And big shout out to the entire Waterhouse Massive. Big up to Shanique. Big fan of Halftime TV, Moss House Records, the entire Moscow family, the entire Moscow Massive, Penwood Drive, Penwood Road, big up on yourself, Spanish Town Road, big up on yourself as well. All right, so Ashoka Road, big up on yourself, the entire Waterhouse Massive. Again, I know you guys are always cheering on Shelly and Fraser-Pryce. I think if there's ever a community that stands by their athlete, it is Waterhouse. So big up the Waterhouse Massive. Again, midway the program, big shout out to the sponsors, Quicklink Shipping and RS Sports Store. Quicklink Shipping for all your shipping needs. If you need anything shipped into Jamaica, check out 39 next season, 40 here, Shadow, and retired mid-season. All right, Claude Murphy, thanks for that. Man, you're up. Man, you up. Man, you up. All right, yeah, well, Marianne Parrish, Manchester United has a big game tomorrow night against Arsenal. So let's see how that one plays out. But RS Sports Store, as I said, all your latest sporting clothing and apparel, the jerseys are coming out very, very nice. Arsenal, that training kit from Arsenal with the Jamaican color, it is fire. And I think so many non-Arsenal fans, they grabbed onto that one. I went on the website and I just couldn't get myself to buy it. But when I went back later on in the afternoon, it was gone. So I knew that a number of non-Arsenal fans, they secured that one. And I saw some Liverpool fans wearing it as well. So I won't call any names, but Demo, big up yourself. The fans, they know themselves. Yeah, again, back to our topic of discussion. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who happens to be an Arsenal fan as well, and the season that she's had, I think it's one of those seasons that I think we will remember, and everyone will be talking about it for years to come. Kind of like that season that Usain Bolt had, where he had the world at his feet. I think that was the case for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce this year. And what makes this particular season so remarkable is because one, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is 35 years of age. And I know we continue to say, but age is not a factor, and it is, and she's a mother to add to that as well. Alison Felix, all the top athletes, they were lauding her because they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Consistency at its best, and she's midway her 30s. So it's not something we see every day. It comes down to good conditioning. It comes down to proper training, proper diet, everything. Like it requires so much, and we see so many top athletes, they retire early, they hang up the spikes a little bit early because of injuries, or they retire early because of so many other factors. They want to live their lives, they want to go party, they want to go do whatever. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, what I think is, you say I don't even think Usain Bolt is 35 as yet, right? And if we make the comparisons, it is just, I don't know, it's out of this world. Enough love, Mr. Chelsea. Yeah, man, Mr. Chelsea. And I did a video as well where I spoke about Leon Bailey. It's a video before this one, so you can check out that video as well, because I think I touched some other topics in there as well, including the referee from Chelsea's game, including the referee from a Manchester City Aston Villa game, including Virgil van Dijk's possible red card, including Newcastle, and the fact that they were robbed. So I touched on a number of topics in that one. So if you didn't get the opportunity, you can check it out. It's before this video. All right. But Elaine Thompson here, she had a season that she'll consider, okay, there is room for improvement. And I know she'll be coming next season knowing that, okay, on the back of that season that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce had, she'll be looking to improve. And I think over 100 meters, if we're talking about genuine competition when they're at their best, it's always going to be Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson here. If both athletes are at their best, I think they're the main contenders to be first and second in no particular order in any race or any meet that they line up in. So I think next season will be a very, very big season, and we have the World Championship next season again. So that's good. That's good, because this is another major meet. This is another major competition that will get the opportunity, and Halftime TV will be here. We'll be covering it. We'll be doing build up to it. We'll be doing short videos. We'll be doing a little bit longer videos as well to speak about it leading up to these events, because again, you don't just get to it and then the atmosphere is there. We have to build that sort of vibe leading up to these events. All right, so that's what we intend on doing. That's what we're looking forward to doing it as well, because 2023 for track and field will be another big season. 2023 World Championship, 2024 we have the Olympics again in Paris. So so many track and field action, so many track and field action, and I can't complain. I love it. Remember, folks, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you're new. Shout out to the sponsors again. All right, but yeah, Shericka Jackson, she looks as if there is so much room for growth and improvement. I have a feeling next season Shericka will be unbeaten. Tuffy, you're taking the words out of my mouth, you know, Tuffy. You sound as if you're reading my mind now. But Shericka Jackson, she seems as if there's so much room for growth, especially in her 100 meters. I think when it comes down to 200 meters, she's a little bit more seasoned. She looks as if she has it more figured out a little bit more, the 200 meters, whereas at the 100 meters, we can see that she's still experimenting. She's still trying to try things during the races to see, okay, does this work? Will this work? And 9 out of 10 times what she's trying, it works out. But when she has it when she has it figured out, I think she'll be one of the top contenders as well in the 100 meters. Her personal best right now is 10.71, and she hasn't figured it out as yet. So imagine when she figures it out. Also this year, she's the fastest woman over 200 meters. And we saw that big run that she had at the World Championship. She's hungry. So next season, it's going to be all right. Yep, definitely, Venice. Definitely. So again, there is just there's a lot of room, and we probably will be seeing Tina Clayton. We probably will be seeing Tina Clayton getting a little bit closer to the likes of or top four or top three sprinters. I think the top three is usually sure, and then the fourth place or the fourth spot is generally up for grabs. We're saying, okay, who will it be? Will it be Kemba? Will it be Brianna? Will it be Natasha? But the first three, it's generally Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Elaine Thompson-Herah, and Shericka Jackson. And I think we've grown accustomed to these three that we're saying, okay, we don't even realize the riches we have when it comes down to sprinters. And stuff like these where we can simply say, okay, those three, they're guaranteed. I don't think any other country can say that. So can boast three world-class sprinters over 100 meters to say, okay, those places are guaranteed. And not only those places, chances are when you get to the major meet, whether it's the Olympics or whether it's the World Championship, those places are guaranteed. All right. So again, the fourth place spot, if the other athletes, if they don't tighten their spikes, the likes of Brianna Williams, the likes of Natasha Morrison, the likes of Kemba, if they don't tighten their spikes, there is a young lady by the name of Tina Clayton who is coming in, and she's coming in hot. And right now, under the wings of Stephen Francis over there at the MVP camp, next season she'll be ready. Don't worry, next season she'll be ready. And I know at the national trials she'll be turning heads. So let's keep an eye on that. We will continue monitoring her situation, because again, she made the junior world championship seem as if it was a walk in the park. And the time that she actually registered was the same time that Elaine Thompson-Herah registered at the Commonwealth Games. So one can make an argument that had Elaine Thompson-Herah not been at the World Championship, and had she actually switched places with Tina Clayton, we would have still had a 100-meter gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. But again, we can only use hypothetical situations, because that wasn't the case. Tina Clayton will make the relay squad next year, 2024, barring injury. She will be in the mix for a top three. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Toffee. That's what I'm thinking. And she seems as if she's focused. She's locked in on her goal. She's one of those individuals who, quite frankly, can see that she knows what she wants, and she's hell bent on getting what she wants. And again, I think Oral Tracy spoke about it in one of his videos the other day, where he indicated that he wouldn't be surprised if athletes switch allegiance, because I think someone mentioned it on his show, that athletes switch allegiance because of whatever reason, because you have a dream of becoming a sprinter, and you look across the board or look across the track, you realize the competition that you're up against. And some may say, but that's giving up too soon, or what. One needs to understand your ceiling. When you understand your ceiling, you realize, okay, if I want to become a sprinter, probably Jamaica is not the place to be. And I can even make an argument that was the case with Andrew Hudson, the 200-meter national champion, because you looked across the board and you saw the likes of Ryan Knighton and Noah Lyle and all these sprinters, and you realize, okay, if I want to become a 200-meter sprinter to represent and to go to the Olympics and the World Championship, probably won't happen if I'm representing the United States, especially with the competition that I'm up against. So again, instead of waiting in the ranks for someone to get injured, God forbids, knock on wood, why not? You're eligible of representing Jamaica, so why not use that opportunity, especially in a time where Jamaica and Jamaican male sprinting is not at its best. So again, the argument was made, and I think a number of female sprinters will be looking on, and it's definitely something to consider. Because if we're saying, okay, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce indicated that she will be in Paris. That's it. That's the expectation, that she will be in Paris. That's another 2 years. So what, 2024? Yeah, that's a couple of years. Okay. So yeah, that's another 2 years. Then we have Elaine Thompson here, who will still be there. Elaine is what, 30 years of age. By the time we get to Paris, she's probably 32. Then there's Sharika, who is 27, 28, thereabout. When we get there, she's just under, just what, 29, 30, thereabout, regardless. These females will still be in their prime, right? So if you're an up and coming athlete who considers running your passion, and you think, okay, I want to be at the Olympics, or I want to be at the World Championship, or what have you, it's a genuine suggestion that should be considered. All right, but it's one of those. Welcome, Shakara Richardson, to the channel. Tuffy, my biggest concern is Brianna Williams for 2024. If she doesn't work on her top end speed next year, she will struggle to make the relay team in 2024. Full disclosure, I'm one of her biggest fans. Yeah, and again, Tuffy, the thing with being fans and sharing your opinion, you know, there are those folks who will say, okay, you're a hater because you don't chime in with what everyone else is saying, and you're actually sharing your opinion on how she can improve. All right, so it's stuff like that. But I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you, because the sharks are out there and they can smell blood in the water right now. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier on in the show, there are certain places that we know, okay, we can say these places are probably guaranteed. These places are probably guaranteed. But when I look at the rest, I'm like, okay, first, second, and third, probably guaranteed. We will look through and think, okay, these individuals are probably going to be there or thereabout. But when it comes down to the chasing pack, it's very difficult to pull out. And I think with the youngster Tina Clayton coming through the ranks, she's now professional. She is with the MVP camp. Stephen Francis has her under his wings. She will be a serious competitor. And I think off the chasing pack, she looks most focused, even though she's just transitioned to pro. Can you imagine? Yeah, she looks like she's the closest to break the trio. In order to make the 2023 team, Brianna needs to change coach to Seymour Bailey. Shakara Richardson, I'll share my views on the Zurich 100 meter in a second. All right, give me a couple of minutes, but I didn't want to address that too early. 2024 Brianna Liston will be in the mix if she stays healthy and LSU don't overwork her. I think Brianna Liston is more focused on the 200 meters. I think she likes the event more. I don't know why I get that vibe from her. I just get the vibe that, okay, she enjoys the 200 meter a little bit more than the 100 meters. Yeah, that's my view. But we'll see, because oftentimes the athletes who are good at 200 meters, they tend to cut it down to 100 meters over time. So if you're extremely good at 200 meters, chances are after a couple of years, you will try the 100 meters, and most times it works out. Usain Bolt, prime example, in it. So we'll see how that one works out. Marianne Parrish, my son Adrian. Big up yourself, Adrian. Big up yourself, Adrian. Marianne Parrish's son. Big up yourself. Give me a second, folks. Brianna needs a mentor. Transition to the USA. She being a Jamaican. Okay. All right. It's one of those. All right, so let's see, closing ceremony. Pre-game program. Doha. All right. She will be in the mix for a 200. You are correct. She's a 200 meter specialist. Yeah, I think I just get the vibe she loves it a little bit more. And we have athletes who they can do a particular discipline. That doesn't necessarily mean that that is their specialty. All right, because you can do it, that doesn't necessarily mean. And we see it in football time and time again where people complain about players being played out of position because they're able to play a particular position, and then the coaches they're like, oh, because you're able to play it, I like putting you there. I don't know. So I think Brianna Liston for 200 meters. I like her for 200 meters. For the rest, not so sure. All right. Tickets. I'm gonna get my tickets. All right, but yeah, Shelly and Fraser-Pryce and the 2022 season. Let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comment section, folks. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. All right. Let's keep those comments coming in. Let's keep those comments coming in. Very curious to hear where you'd rank Shelly and Fraser-Pryce's 2022 season when comparing it to the other top 100-meter seasons that we've seen from female athletes. Can you think of a female athlete who's had a better 100-meter season than Shelly and Fraser-Pryce had this year? And I'll go through the races that she had this season again, just for informational purposes, because as I said, this program is not just for entertainment, it's also edutainment. All right, so we educate as well as entertain. All right, so in Nairobi, 10.67, in Paris, 10.67, national trials, 10.70, Eugene, 10.67, and this was the world championship winning time. This was a championship record as well, 10.67 seconds. A couple of days later in Silesia, 10.66. All right, and remember, I think this one was the same time. This one was the same time we had the Commonwealth Games happening. Shericka Jackson, she was slated to be a part of the Jamaican team. Didn't happen. She competed in the Diamond League over there in Silesia, Poland. All right, in Hungary, we had 10.67. So Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, so much 10.67 this season. Actually, we had 4 10.67 100-meter races from Shelly and Fraser-Pryce. In Monaco, we had 10.62. We had Lausanne, where she indicated that she was actually feeling, she felt as if she didn't feel up to par, and she decided to not compete to prevent injury. So we had a little bit of an injury scare in Lausanne. She didn't participate in that one. And that race happens to be the one before Brussels, where she had 10.74, which coincidentally is the slowest 100-meter race that she's run all season. So 10.74 is the final race she had this season. It was also the first 100-meter race she lost this season. All right. This time she can do 100. Yeah. All right, let's go over to the comments. She will be in the mix for the 200 meters. All right, I think we went through that already. With Shelly decide for the 200 meters, Liston will surely be there in 2024. She's so smooth over the distance. Yep, true. Brianna Liston reminds me of Abby Steiner. She can do 100, 200, 400 very well. Yep. Yep. And don't be surprised if we see some 400-meter hurdlers and some 400-meter athletes as well, cutting down to 200 meters in the next World Championship. So keep an eye out for that. Number of athletes have spoken about actually focusing on the shorter distances. So 200 meters should be quite interesting in the next couple of months and years to come. All right. So Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, big season, massive season. She has only been beaten this season by Shericka Jackson, and that happened yesterday. So hats off to Shelly. Big congratulations. And we are extremely proud of the season you've had. And I want to hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say when you're comparing Shelly and Fraser-Pryce's season to other seasons, especially 100-meter season, because we know 100 meters is her specialty. And I think at one point this season, there were folks, and myself included, who actually had her down as the greatest of all times when it comes down to 100 meters. So let us know how far off are we, and if there's actually any premise to that argument of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce being the greatest of all times over 100 meters, and especially factoring and taking into consideration this season that she just had at 35 years of age. All right. Yeah, man. Big up everybody in the comment section. Big up. Remember, folks, smash the like button as soon as you hop on. As soon as you join the live, smash the like button. Let us know what's happening. All right. Let's go over to the polls and see what's happening. So we had 48 votes coming so far. The question is, bar the world record, is this the best female individual season ever? We had 79% of the correspondents saying yes. We have 10% saying no, and we have 10% saying not sure. So 79% of our viewers are of the opinion that this season from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is the best individual season for female ever. All right, Suzette Francis, hello to you too, Suzette. Good evening. Welcome to Halftime TV. Yeah, viewers. Yep. Remember, folks, smash the like button. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get to at least 100 likes on this video before we end the stream. All right. The sleeper of all the youngsters is Serena Cole. Although she returns to high school, she will be one to watch in the near future. Man United for life. Chelsea, lucky Sheldon. Big up yourself, Sheldon. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Sheldon, I hope you get the job done tomorrow. I hope you get the job done tomorrow. Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea was lucky. I think the referee was incompetent. Luck has nothing to do with it. Yeah, the referee incompetent, because it's not as if Chelsea were going to win. It was supposed to be a draw. I think Mendy, he needs to get out of the goal right now, like yesterday. And Thomas Tuchel indicated that he won't be fit for the Champions League game on Tuesday, which I think is an early indication that, okay, he will be dropped from the team now. All right, 5 gold medals over 7 World Championship. Truly the greatest sprinter ever. True, their joke. Yeah, Sheldon, you need to get the job done tomorrow with Arsenal. Let's see how you can do in that one, because again, Arsenal, the only team with a 100% win record so far. Liverpool lost 1. I think they've drawn 2 or 3. They've drawn 3 and lost 1. Chelsea lost 2, drawn 1. So again, work there to be done in the English league. And for the folks who are still here listening to me ramble about football, I apologize. This one is for the track and field fans, and we're midway the topic. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, good season for Jamaica athletes, especially the females. Yeah, good evening, Miranda. Who do you think was the most impressive Jamaican male athlete this season? Because you said good season for Jamaican athletes, especially the females. Who do you think was the most impressive Jamaican male athlete this season? Let's hear it. We have Rashid Broadbell, who I think, in my opinion, he was our most impressive male athlete. Sorry. We had Chris Taylor, maybe Chris Taylor. We have Andrew Hudson. Andrew Hudson missed out on Seville. Sheldon, all right. Suzette Francis said Parchment. Parchment didn't compete at the World Championship final. So on what basis? Because remember, this season the world champs and the Diamond League and all of that. We saw him in the. I think I'd have to go with, I don't know, Broadbell all the way. Yep. I have to go with Broadbell. I think Broadbell, he definitely has been the most impressive this season, and that's for me though. That's for me. He had a very good season. Winning gold at the Commonwealth Games. coming in a couple of weeks ago. Again, if it's a couple of days, correct me, but I'm losing track of time these days. But came in a couple of days ago, and he beat Grant Holloway to secure gold. I think he beat Grant Holloway and Hansa Parchment to secure first place in the Diamond League as well. So was it the Diamond League or was it the Athletic Meet? Not sure, but yeah, Broadbell he has been impressive. He has been impressive this season, edged because he came on strong in the last part. All right. Beating Holloway twice. Yeah. He definitely had a good season. I think he can build on that, and I think especially him taking part in an event that I think Jamaicans we how do I put this? Because we it is an event that loves us and we don't love it back. Put it that way. The 100-meter hurdles and the 110-meter hurdles, it's an event that loves us and we don't love it back. We don't show the same level of affection that we show. Hey, good evening, a base star, Seville for the male. On what basis, Miranda? On what basis? Seville had they did okay at the World Championship. I'll say it's still very young, still improving on his craft. Ended his season a little bit earlier. Didn't go to the Commonwealth Games. So if we're talking about Seville, then we're basically just saying, okay, based on the performance from the World Championship, we're working with Seville, right? Christela and Hyde were very good. Most impressive is the under-20 triple jumper. Yeah, the under-20 triple jumper from KC. I can't remember his name. Every time I forget his name. What's his name? Can someone drop his name in the comment section for me, please? What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Hibbert. Yes, Hibbert. Hibbert. Oh boy, Jaden Hibbert. Every time I forget about him, and he was impressive since boys and girls champs, right? So he had a very good year. I think, he did the triple jump. He had a colleague who did the high jump as well at champs. Both of them they had the same coach, and he went on to represent at the under-20 championship, and I think it was a walk in the park. I think even before he had his jump, I told a colleague, because I think I was doing a live stream. I told a colleague that he wasn't going to jump 2 or 3 times. He was going to win it in one jump. And the time he registered in the first jump, that one, even the second jump he had was good enough to secure second place. That's how good it was. All right. So his first jump was good to secure gold, and his second jump could have secured silver medal as well. All right, so that's how impressive he has been. And I think again, these are events because we don't pay much attention to the field events, and I think we have athletes out there who are doing well in the field events. All right, we have athletes who are doing well in the field events, and they deserve to be highlighted as well. But on the male side, Jaden Hibbert, big season for him. Brianna Liston, Brianna Williams, Clayton Twins, young Phillies up the rear. All right. Civil for the male. All right. So we have Broadbell, we have Hyde, we have Chris Taylor, we have someone, I think it was, let me see if I can pull the name up, Miranda saying oblique Seville. I love this reaction when he got the record. Venice Phillips. Yeah, true. And you can still see the innocence in his eyes. Still very young, still just enjoying his craft, still going out there, not paying attention too much to the pressure, just going out there and executing the instructions placed by his coach. But it was good to see him. Congratulations to Jaden Hibbert again on an immense season. We definitely look forward to seeing you representing the national senior team in a couple of years. Who knows? Probably he can make the switch a little bit early. We'll see. We'll see. But we have Tajay Gale, we have Pinnock, we have a few good enough jumpers. But I think it looks good. It looks good from where I'm sitting for those who are coming to take over. All right. But yeah, keep it coming. So all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a poll who had the most impressive season, the male sprinter with the most impressive season. All right. So for the poll that we had running now, bar the world record, is this the best female individual season ever? We're gonna end this poll. 80% of our correspondents think yes, Shelly and Fraser-Pryce had the best individual female season ever. And we know this is the track season. This is track, not field. Okay, 100 meters. Yeah, 9% no, 11% not sure. All right, so we'll end that poll. I will do one more poll before we leave. Who was your pick? No. Let's see. The male juniors were brilliant. All right. Hubert Jump would have given him a medal at the Worlds. That's one of the reasons he made the male. He is the male for 2022. Nice. All right. All right. Let's see. Don't worry, folks. I'm getting the poll together. And who else we had? Yeah, we're gonna add one more. All right. I think that's good. All right. So there's a poll. If it's other, let me know. If it's other, let me know. The male juniors were brilliant, 52. All right, and this one will run for only a couple of minutes. As I said, we will keep the lives a little bit shorter going forward, just to ensure that folks who want to watch them back, they can watch it back. Because sometimes we have some extremely long lives, and there are viewers and there are also subscribers who want to check in and see what happened or what they missed out on. But because of the duration of the live, it's very difficult for them to go back and go through everything. All right, so we're keeping them short, probably an hour maximum, just to ensure that everyone can get an opportunity to see it. All right, pleasant evening to you too, Onika Green. Welcome. See, so Onika tuned in, and Onika still has just about 7 or 8 minutes left before this live ends. But everyone is gonna get the opportunity to see what's happening. Remember, folks, smash the like button as soon as you join us. If you have a business and you want to advertise it, you can reach out to Halftime TV as well. Contact information is in the description. We do promotions and that sort of thing. If you want to sponsor the channel, you can sponsor the channel. Again, reach out in the contact information will be in the description for this video. All right, we'll watch once it ends. see. All right, so nice. That's what we're trying to do, Anika. We're trying to keep it short. That way, everyone will get the opportunity to watch it back. But remember, keep those votes coming in. Keep those votes coming in. We're asking the question: what Jamaican male athlete had the most impressive season for 2022? The options are Jaden Hibbert, and he's the junior triple jumper. Well, the junior jumper, because he does both the triple jump and the long jump. Broadbell semi at World Championship, sub 12 great season. We had Rashid Broadbell, 82% actually think it's Broadbell so far. And remember, Broadbell and their semi at World Championship and the Commonwealth champion, sub 12 as well, beat Grant Holloway in the last race we saw a couple of weeks ago. We have Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville just missed out on a medal at the World Championship, ended his season a little bit earlier. Christopher Taylor, we know Christopher Taylor's story. We know Christopher Taylor's story. But again, let's keep them coming in. Let's keep Broadbell. All right, everyone thinking Broadbell. There's so much folks coming. I think, yeah, Broadbell won a medal on the international scene on the male side. All right, so we had Broadbell who secured a gold medal. We had Jaden Hibbert who secured a gold medal as well. Christopher Taylor, I think they got silver. I think Christopher Taylor got silver. Yeah, Christopher Taylor got silver. I think it was a relays. Christopher Taylor got silver in the relays, innit? And yeah, this is one of those seasons. Broadwell, without a doubt, last season you saw the potential, or focus stayed on Parchment, but Broadwell proved to be that one that we saw coming, but did not want to declare too early. All right, true. And I think he grew throughout this season as well. Priscilla need to drop to the 200 meters. Christopher Taylor, 200 meters. Let's see. Big up KI's TV. My queen, Shelly. All right. Big up Shelly and my queen for life. All right. Chris Taylor. Epic bro. I think, folks, a young man, I met a young man yesterday, while I was working, and he asked me to give his channel a shout out. His channel is Epic Bro YT. Let me see if I can find it. I just remembered it. Epic Bro. He asked me to give his channel a shout out. I'm giving his channel a shout out. He's probably about 8 or probably 8 or 9. I'm not sure. But yeah, asked me to give it. You know how it is. This is Halftime TV, where we support everyone. Once you're doing proper content, you'll get Halftime TV support. All right, minimum effort, maximum impact. All right, so next season the men should be better, providing they remain healthy. All right, true. We have some good male athletes, but I think as Coach Francis said, they just need to figure things out. They need to figure they need to sort their stuff out. Sort it out. Figure yourself out. Figure out what you really want. Focus on your dreams, because I think once they figure out what they really want, it will be a little bit easier, because the dedication and all of that is one, but figuring out what you want, and even with the dedication, if you know what you want, and if you're fixed on achieving that goal, then the dedication and everything will come, because of that affinity for what you want to achieve in your sport or in your respective discipline. But keep the votes coming in. We have a couple more minutes before we call it quits on this one for the night. It is Saturday. I'm pretty sure most of you guys want to go back to finish your soup and all of that, but yet you're still here with Halftime TV. Keep the likes coming in on the video as well. The more likes the video has, the wider the reach. We know this. This is interesting. We always said Jamaica needs more athletes doing field events, but they don't get much recognition. Top 3 female athletes for 2022 would be Shelly, Sharika, and naturally, next season should be better for our men. Hudson, Seville, Blake, Taylor, Allen, Broadbell, Hibbert look promising. Yeah, for the field event, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, we have so much athletes who are doing well in the field. Um, likes of Ricketts, we have Hibbert, we have Tajay Gale, who secured gold last time around. We have Pinnock. These athletes seldom get the recognition, but again, it's one of those. We won't dwell too much on it. And as I mentioned, we're going to keep this one at 1 hour on the dot. We're going to keep it at 1 hour on the dot. We're already over 1 hour. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. My sponsors, Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, CSA Shop. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need shipped into Jamaica, let them know. Telephone number 876-454-1979. RS Sports Store for all your latest sporting clothing and apparel. Reach out to RS Sports Store. Tell them Halftime TV sent you. They'll have a special discount for you. All right. So RS Sports Store, I'll put the link to RS Sports Store in the description as well, so you guys can contact them. All right. They have an Instagram. You can follow them on Instagram on RS Sports Store. The same thing with Quick Link Shipping. Quick Link Shipping on Instagram. Ricketts has been consistent in the triple jump with her second place all season. Yeah, and we know why she isn't winning in the triple jump. It's because where record holder is winning. All right. Rojas, she's out of this world, and it seems as if every time she lines up in that blocks to do the jump, it's a record. Every time she lines up, it's almost as if we're expecting a record, and that's the quality she's up against. So it's just one of those things where, had it been any other time, we know she would have been securing a gold, but just it is what it is. But again, big shout out, big shout out to everyone who's tuning into Halftime TV. I mentioned it before. I'll say it again. Tell your friend to tell your friend. We're en route to 12,000 subscribers. We're just under 12,000. I think we're 200 and something away, and we'll continue to push in until we get. We'll continue pushing until we get there. The ultimate goal is 20,000 by the end of the year. Let's see how we do in that regard, but we have to take some baby steps first, right? So we're taking the baby steps, get to 12,000, then we aim for 13,000, then 14. Then we get there eventually. This is my opinion. The former elite male sprinters should have a mentoring, coaching, encouragement for Jamaican athletes abroad and in Jamaica. Colleen Daly. That I think in a perfect world, in an ideal world, that would have been the case. But I think the former male sprinters now they want to stay. They watch the sport every now and then, but they want to stay away from it and enjoy themselves in other ways. They want to live their lives now, because again they were living their lives for track and field for so many years. So I think it's fair enough for them to live a normal person's life in most cases. All right. But again, that's Halftime TV's opinion. Like, share, subscribe. Enjoy your Saturday evening. If it's not Saturday where you're at, enjoy your evening regardless. If it's not an evening, enjoy the morning. Enjoy whatever time of the day it is. Good night, good evening, good morning. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself, folks. Please stay safe until Halftime TV meets you guys again. All right. Probably we'll do a reaction to that Manchester United game tomorrow too. Again, take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.